guys, it's me, Orets. I think this will be my last video of the year, so we'll see you again in 2026. But today I'm remaking an old AMV in 6 hours. Also, I'm a little sick right now, so sorry about my voice. But I did steal this idea from Koisbeck and Northflower, so I'll have their channels linked in the description if you want to see their videos. I made this old AMV around the end of 2023, I think, but I can't really find any old time notes about it, so that's sort of a guess. But I do remember it taking me 3 days to make, so I wanted to see if my skills had improved enough that I can make it better in less time. The old AMV was about an astronaut character that I was developing at the time, and it was to Not Allowed by TV Girl. I don't think it totally fit the theme of the character. The story was more about not fitting in than about being in a relationship. But this time I wanted to use my characters Angel and Annabelle, whose song will definitely fit better. They were sort of in a relationship at one point in their story, if you use a loose definition of the term, but Angel was embarrassed to be in a relationship with Annabelle, so yeah. I definitely think this song will fit them better. I have some art of them outside of the AMV that I can put on the screen, but let's begin. As I'm writing this, I just finished the first hour of working on the AMV. I'm gonna write a progress report every hour that I work on it, but I just finished the first 3 shots. There's, I don't actually know, but about 13 shots that I need to make, but keep in mind that's give or take a few since I have no real plan, and this might mean that there are more or less than I think. But since I just finished the first 3, if everything goes to plan, I should be able to finish the line art at least in, I need a calculator, about 4.5 hours, which could be worse. I'm gonna try and finish in that time or less so that I can have an hour and a half. Maybe I can do coloring then, in an hour, and with the remaining time I can composite everything. By the way, when I was first watching these videos I had no idea what compositing means, but it means like editing, basically. Adding zoom and camera movement and whatever else. In hour 2, I completed a shot that was a lot more difficult than I expected. In the past, I remembered it being easy, but I haven't practiced drawing a person in any kind of intense perspective recently, so the pointing was a little hard. Then I finished a shot that I really like how it turned out, but I did a sketch where Annabelle's leg was bent up, and I laid out the anatomy really well, but then I realized it would all be covered by her skirt anyway, so that was really annoying. I do only have 10 shots left though, so that's pretty nice. During hour 3, I finished 6 shots. Go me. I was very productive. But that's also because all the shots done in this hour were super simple. Not that this AMV is very complex at all. But I only have 4 shots left to go, which is really good. I'm hoping to complete them all in the next hour or so, or at least as quickly as possible. But that's all for hour 3. Now on to hour 4. I can't keep working on this, I haven't seen the light of day in 3.5 hours. Today I discovered that I can't work on the same thing for a very long time depending on what it is. If I'm doing line art, I can spend upwards of 14 hours straight working on it and I won't get tired. But when it comes to sketching, it's a miracle if I can get myself to sketch for over 2 hours. And since I haven't done storyboards for this, I've basically been sketching with no plan this whole time, with a tiny bit of line art, so I can't focus on this anymore. But using my smart brain, I've decided to switch to some very basic coloring and compositing for a little bit. So for the next half hour, I'm going to unmelt my brain. I'm hoping that works so I can get to the final 2 shots during hour 5. During the 5th hour, I actually have finished all the shots with time to spare. If you've watched any of my videos before, you'll know that that sound is my cat in the background, so sorry about that. But anyway, I had a hard time with this shot. The one where Annabelle gets spun around, that was really difficult, but I figured it out in like half an hour, which is double the time I've been allowing myself to spend on shots, but it's fine. I have to do compositing now for hour 6. I'm pretty sure I'll get it all done within time to spare. However, I also have plans to add text for all the first part of the AMV, so I'm not sure if I'll get that part done on time, but we'll see. And I finished it all on time with 10 minutes to spare, which is really cool. I'm gonna play the AMV with filler music, but I'll make a separate video with the real music as well, so That'll start playing now. To be honest, I don't know that I pushed myself quite enough with this challenge. I didn't make any backgrounds and I ran with mistakes because I was worried about running out of time. I think I could do something more intense if I were to do this again, which probably will happen soon. Retrospectively, I should have planned this out better. Maybe I should have started with a list of shots at least. But I'm happy for my first time doing a challenge like this anyway. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video and have a happy new year. I'll see you in 2026.